Creating from the Heart, the Artistry of Living. I'm here with Cassandra Harbour. Cassandra,
Yes.
I was so intrigued by what you do, mostly by what you decided not to do
Yeah.
and how you decided to do the part of it that you love. So tell everybody what the name of your company is.
Yes. It is CH House of Quality and Solutions.
That would stand for Cassandra Harbour Quality and Solutions.
Yes. Yes. It was a LLC consulting business. I guess the short answer is I help companies, startups, small businesses, companies who have either no quality team or understaffed quality team achieve their quality management system goals, um, whether it be to reduce the cost of poor quality, increase their customer satisfaction, and drive business and improve their brand from a quality perspective.
Awesome. That's fabulous. And how do we reach you?
You can reach me at my website. It is chhoqualitysolutions.com. I can also be found on LinkedIn, CH House of Quality Solutions, as well as my Facebook page, CH House of Quality Solutions.
Great. Okay, so
Yes.
tell me, you made a leap.
Yes.
You made a leap, and something drove that leap. I'm sure of it.
Yes. Well, how should I put this? 5 days before Thanksgiving of 2023, I was laid off.
Okay.
And at this time, I kind of got an impromptu call from my boss's boss, a Zoom call from France, alongside the HR representative from San Francisco. Apparently, it was a group layoff, letting me know that they were making a quote, difficult financial business decision. And it was that time, 5 days before Thanksgiving, that I decided, you know what, I have 15 years of quality expertise in the food, pharma, medical device industry, working with the FDA, working with ISO, and working with all matters of regulatory affairs. And I said, enough was enough. I am going to be my own CEO. I'm going to be the CEO of me. And there, on that day at 10:53 a.m. Central Standard Time, I decided that CH House of Quality Solutions was born. So I just hit the ground running. Yeah.
That's fabulous. And
Yes.
here you are still.
Yes.
Alive and well.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
having fun, I think.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I've met so many different individuals going into it from outside of the corporation's perspective. I learned that across all spectrums that quality is expected to do more with less. Whether it's a small business corporation that the owner is going to try to wing quality, or a medium to large size company who they just keep downsizing and downsizing and downsizing to kind of fatten their bottom line, where they're expecting their quality departments to literally make magic. And so I said, from that perspective, I think I could be of some good, because I believe in a good quality culture. I believe
Yes.
in, I believe in that there should be quality built in everything.
Yes, when you have something delivered to your door,
Yeah.
it should work just like
Exactly.
they said.
Exactly. And I just, like, everything from food to pharma to medical device. I mean, think of the Boarhead with their Boarhead's meat with the listeria issue.
Right.
McDonald's with their E. coli issue with their onions. I believe there was recently a company, FPF, had to recall like millions of donuts because of quality issues. The quality is everywhere. Medical device companies where the hearing aid goes out, or you want to go to Chipotle and find out their sprouts has human fecal matter baked in it. So I decided that I could go in and I could help foster that quality from a perspective, from a consultant's perspective, and help their departments move forward with quality. So for companies that realize that they don't have enough headcount or they don't know what they're doing, somebody like myself, I can go in and I can help educate, I can help foster, and I can help improve and give them all the benefit of the expertise of quality without the overhead.
Without all the people behind you.
Yeah. So I figured that's there's a demand.
How
for
many
that.
years were you doing this?
Over 15 years. Yeah.
I would say you probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I've done everything. Like I've worked with water quality, I've worked with packaging quality, I've worked with, food quality, medical device quality, microsystems, medical technologies, individuals who want to build the better quality management system from a technological standpoint, because AI has gotten into everything, including quality management systems, electronic quality management systems. So I've worked with people who build software.
So tell me your favorite story.
Let's see. My favorite story. I have so many. I have to pick an industry. There was one particular company that I actually helped out where, from a laboratory standpoint, they needed help in their quality labs, and they were trying to get certified from an aerodynamic standpoint. They were working actually with the government, and they needed someone to help with their magnets. So I kind of came in, and I'd love to do a gap analysis. I like to figure out, where are you, where do you need to go, and how do you need to get there. So I'm a very collaborative individual, where I actually interview and talk with individuals and figure out where they're trying to go with it. And long story short, I found that their quality system kind of needed an upgrading, because it hadn't been upgraded in like 27 years.
Ooh,
so
ouch.
A lot of their stuff was kind of Dropboxy. And I'm like, you're working with the government. Okay, that's great. So I kind of helped them kind of champion a lot of their documentation needs, a lot of their ISO standard needs, a lot of their lab practice needs. And I helped them go kind of to the 21st century.
Oh, that's good.
And I moved them into a better system. So hopefully they stayed there.
That's great. At least they haven't called lately.
No. So I think the government might be happier for that.
That's good. That's good.
Yes.
Well, this is good. Did you think you would be doing this when you were a kid?
No, actually, I was planning on being a veterinarian to dolphins. I was hoping to move to San Francisco at some point, or California, period.
And be a vet?
Yes. That was originally my original plan, because I'm an animal advocate.
You are?
And when I was a child, I basically adopted anything that flew, crawled, slithered, or hopped. That was kind of, my parents were not all that happy with me, because they were always wondering what's inside the house, because I would bring things inside the house. So I brought in a possum once, and I found a snake out of the ground, and I just picked it up. I wasn't afraid. A snake. I just picked it up. I brought it in the house. I was playing with it, and I heard my parents trying to come in, and I tried to hide it in the basement. And that's when I learned snakes can climb, because they found it upstairs in the kitchen. My mother screamed her head off, and I never saw the snake again. I would imagine they probably didn't survive my mother and father. So, but I thought it was cute. It was green. So, yes, because my family, my distance family, they're from Paducah, Kentucky, and North Carolina, Mississippi. So they're from the South. So I would visit farms all the time.
They didn't know about snakes?
Well, I hung out with a lot of my cousins from the South, and they lived on farms, and I would hang out with them, and I would do what they do, and I did not have a fear for animals. I would be the kid where they had the bulls, and I would hang on. We would have a game called See Who Played. There was a game of chicken, who jumps off the fence first, and it was a charging bull going towards the thing, and we just kind of tease it, and it eventually hit the thing, and whoever jumped off like first would lose, and I was never the one that would jump off first. I would move to the side maybe.
So you like the challenge.
Yeah.
You like the challenge.
Yes.
So
Yes.
how did you get into quality management to begin with?
Well, I went to Purdue University to get my
Mhm.
degree, and I worked in the labs. So I worked in genetics labs, bio labs, chem labs. So I was always a lab, I guess we call a lab rat.
Uh-huh.
So I was always either T-streaking or fixing the microscopes or dealing with the models or helping the professors out with their reports, helping them with their research and whatnot. So I was always in the lab. And then I was putting myself through college, working 2 or 3 jobs. And then when I graduated, in between my undergrad and my graduate program, I was recruited by some recruiter for a lab, I guess you want to say a pharmaceutical company, like a small pharmaceutical company in Indiana.
Uh-huh.
And so I was like, okay, sure, why not? And so I would start working there along with my summer job at Brookfield Zoo, because I was working as a summer keeper there. And then I worked as a lab person in that pharmaceutical company in Indiana. So that's kind of how
Back and forth.
it went. And then trying to get into vet school, I would have to not work. And it was kind of a catch-22. I was literally working myself through college, and I was trying to figure out, how can I go to vet school and not work? Because then how would vet school be paid for? So I ended
It
up...
didn't happen.
Yeah. So
maybe it's in your future.
Yeah, possibly. I still have my master's degree, so one of my bucket lists is to get my PhD. So before I leave the planet, I'm going to be Dr. DMV or DVM. So
there you go.
yes.
There you go.
So one thing led to another, and I've been in science ever since. Yes.
I love this. This is fabulous.
Thank you.
This is fabulous. That's great. So if you had any advice, I mean, there's so many people who are popping out, losing jobs, life has to start over somehow.
Yeah.
Do you have advice for somebody like that?
Never be afraid to reinvent yourself, because we are... what's that movie? This is not like Divergent. You can't just stay in one house for the rest of your life. You can move from house to house. You define who you are. You don't let society define you.
Uh-huh.
I mean, there are people who there's a bunch of people out there now. I mean, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He's supposed to be a football player, then a wrestler, now an actor, and now he owns his own production company. I mean, you have the gentleman, I think his name is Ken Jeong. His parents, they had him go to he has a degree to be a doctor. Then he went to stand-up comedy. Now he's an actor. So you can do whatever you want,
and it doesn't have to be in a line either.
No, the life is not a line. Life is
responding.
It goes in many ups and sways. Life is not one straight line. Like birth, marriage, death. You don't.
People always say to me that they're looking forward to retirement, and I just look at them and laugh and say, retirement's just getting a new set of wheels.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So just don't be afraid to try, and don't be afraid to reinvent yourself. And the one thing that really bugged me about jobs is that they make you feel like if you make a mistake, then you're stupid. That's how you learn. You make a mistake, you learn from a mistake, and you keep going. I mean, you're not born knowing how to walk. You learn how to walk. You learn how to hold your head up.
After a bunch of mistakes.
Exactly. After you hit your head on the table and get a goose egg, then you figure it out. So don't be afraid to go out there and get a goose egg. Just go out there, try it, and don't just live your life. And if you don't like that, then try something new. You're here for a finite amount of time. Don't live the rest of your life hating what you do.
And this woman, while she's at it, playing around, believes in quality.
Yes. Always with quality over quantity.
There you go.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. This was fabulous.
Thank you for having me.
Creating from the heart, the artistry of living. If you need some quality management, this is the woman for you. And if you think of somebody who would like to do an interview, please let me know. See you next time.